It's a great day to be a nonprofit and an incredible opportunity to be a nonprofit leader. I thought today I would share with you the two most important reports that I think you should see as a leader of a nonprofit, as a board member. And if you're in the finance function, these are the two most important things you need to make sure you're preparing on a regular basis, which is probably best monthly, at least quarterly. So the first report is called a balance sheet. Ooh, that's having a hard time coming out. The balance sheet is the financial report that shows the balances of three things. So it should show assets, everything you own, minus the liabilities, everything you owe, resulting in the net assets. Oftentimes in a for-profit, that's a term, that term is replaced with the term equity, which implies ownership. And in a nonprofit, no one owns the assets of the organization. The nonprofit exists to serve the public good. So net assets is that term used to describe the difference between what you own minus what you owe. And net assets really should show what's available for mission. It should explain what kind of purposes those funds that you have are to be used for, if there are any restrictions on them. More of that on some other blogs that I have. You can definitely search my blog library for the word net assets and find some helpful tools and more coming soon. The most important thing though here is your balance sheet should show the current period, the prior period, so month and month, and the net change. That's an important indicator of activity. And so your balance sheet report needs that comparison. The second financial report I recommend is a budgeted financial. Now that budgeted financial can come in various titles: an income statement, a P&L, statement of activities. Those are all different terms that are used to describe the idea that you need a report that shows all your income minus your expenses, resulting in your net income or net loss, net surplus or deficit. But you also need for it to compare to what your budgeted plan was. If you're doing this on a monthly basis, you can compare the budget to actuals for the month. And at all times, I think it's really good to include the budget to actuals for the year. So that report's helpful because it also shows you, are you on track to make your revenue goal? If you're a nonprofit funded by donations, where are you at in the progress towards that donation fundraising goal? If you're a nonprofit that is grant funded and for some reason your grant income is dropping, maybe it's based on a fee for service or number of hours of services or number of days of services provided, it reminds you that a change in your income, up or down, needs to translate to a planned change up or down in your expenses. And so that budgeted financial gives a really good indicator of whether or not things are on target. It can help you to see trends, patterns, and concerns before they actually happen. So there you go, my top two financial reports for all nonprofits.